Hello and welcome to One of a Kind Reviews. I'm Dale.
And I am Paul.
And today we'll be reviewing Survivor Series 2015. Alright, we kicked off the pre-show with a traditional Survivor Series tag match. It was Goldust returning.
On the pre-show?
Yep, on the pre-show for some strange reason. Do not understand why they did that.
Because he's so important to the company that they don't want anyone to see him on pay-per-view.
Alright, and yeah, Goldust tagged with the Dudley Boys, Neville and Titus O'Neil to take on the Cosmic Wasteland, The Miz and Bo Dallas.
Yeah. So what do you say about this match? It wasn't really a very exciting match.
It was pointless.
Yeah, it was a very, very pointless match. You know, I kind of got to give him a little bit of a break because the original plan for this match was essentially to be the Cesaro show.
Wow.
But Cesaro got injured, so... Yeah, so that's why Titus O'Neil is on this team.
So that's why.
Yeah.
That was really strange. I was wondering why it's Titus O'Neil but not Darren Young.
Yeah, so originally it was going to be Cesaro on there, and I guess Goldust might have returned if Cesaro was on there. Or that might have just been like a last minute, well, Cesaro's not in the match thing. I don't know. But, yeah, I don't have anything to say about this match. It was crap.
Yeah, it was pretty shitty. It was, no one did anything special.
No, the one thing that probably needs to be mentioned is Neville was the only person on the babyface team to get eliminated.
Yeah, if you were going to have the heel team lose like that, have them lose like that properly.
In a clean sweep.
Exactly.
And to be honest, out of the 5 people on the babyface team, why would you have Neville?
I don't know.
He's the most pushed out of every one of them.
Eliminate Titus O'Neil.
Exactly. You didn't even know he was in the match 5 minutes ago. You might as well. So what did you give that one?
I give that a 1 out of 5.
I also gave that a 1 Billy Gunn out of 5.
1 Billy Gunn, yep.
Alright, and moving on to the next match, we had one of the semi-finals for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship Tournament.
Yep. God, that's a mouthful.
Alright, I'm back. So we had Roman Reigns taking on the leader of Mex America.
Yep, Alberto Del Rio.
Del Rio!
Yep, and this match went exactly how everyone thought it would go.
Yeah.
Roman wins, lol.
Yeah, that was pretty much it. And,
the match itself wasn't too bad.
It was good. Alberto got in a lot more than I thought he would.
Yeah, definitely. It was one of the better matches of the night, as far as wrestling goes.
Yeah, that's not really setting the bar all that high.
No, it's really not.
You'll see later on, and if you watch Survivor Series, you know what we mean. So, yeah, that was the very, very obvious choice for that one.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
What can you say?
I don't know. What do you give that out of 5? That's what you can say.
I'd give it a 3MB out of 5. It was a good match, but the predictability kind of took away from it.
Yeah, I'll probably agree with that. 3MB out of 5 seems fair.
Alright, and now moving on to the match that was match of the night. We had the other semi-final for the World Heavyweight Championship Tournament, which was Dean Ambrose taking on the Intercontinental Champion Kevin Owens.
Yeah, it's funny that this was match of the night, and it was also one of the shorter matches of the night. So there's no real storyline or build-up behind this one.
But it did go longer than the actual final went.
Yeah, well that's something.
There's that.
Yeah, well at least Kevin Owens didn't look like shit in the semi-finals, eh?
Yeah, which was good. It was very good to see.
I was kind of hoping he'd go through to the finals.
Yeah, they kind of teased it a little bit, but...
I thought that because it was obviously a very, very predictable tournament, and when it got to the quarterfinals, it was even more predictable who was going forward and stuff. I was hoping that they'd just swerve a little bit and just have Kevin Owens go through to the finals. That way, if they're really hell-bent on not turning Roman or Dean, they don't have to.
No.
And then you have heel versus face for the final.
Yeah, and it just worked. And logically, you'd think he's a champion. He'd make it through to the final.
Yeah, both the mid-card champions lost in the semis.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what we were saying in our predictions video.
Yeah.
It was going to happen. And it did happen, so...
Yep, it was ridiculous.
Very unfortunate for Kevin Owens, but...
Yep, as for the match...
We're on a decent match.
Yeah, as for the match, I'd give it... I'm not too sure. Probably 4? 4 horsemen?
I would say 4 horsemen, but let's just compare it to the rest of the card and we'll give it a 5.
Okay, I can agree on that one.
So that's a 5 time out of 5 for me, just because it shat all over everything else. So, well done, guys.
Alright, and moving on to another throwaway traditional Survivor Series match. This one had Ryback, the Usos, and the Lucha Dragons taking on the New Day, Sheamus, and King Barrett.
Yeah, so...
They missed an opportunity with this one.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Like, beyond missed an opportunity.
Well, let me explain that by saying, Sheamus got walked out on by the New Day after Big E was eliminated. That left him against, I believe it was Jey Uso, Kalisto, and Ryback.
Yeah, and it was.
Yep, and what should have happened, considering what happened later on in the night, is Sheamus should have ran through all 3 of them and eliminated all 3 of it and won the match.
No, regardless of what was happening at the end of the night, he should have at least when it was 3 versus 1, he could have got it down to 1 versus 1.
Yeah, at least that.
Yeah, got a couple of eliminations, and I don't know. You want to fucking put over Ryback? Fucking put over Ryback.
Yeah, go for it. I mean, it still makes fucking Sheamus look strong.
He was easily the, best on his team.
Yep, and they just squandered that opportunity.
Not to mention, they squandered the opportunity of putting anyone interesting in this match whatsoever.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Like, because I thought to myself, I'm like, okay, well, the Usos are going to be in the team.
Yeah, no shit.
Therefore, there will not be another tag team on their team.
And there was another tag team.
And their team was literally 2 tag teams and Ryback.
Yeah, because the 3 we had locked in stone who were in the match were the Usos and Ryback.
Yeah. And then they just fucking added the Lucha Dragons.
Why?
I don't know. Like, I mean, you're not booking them very strong. Why fucking put them in your traditional 5-on-5?
It makes no sense.
It makes no sense for one, and like, biggest opportunity to like debut someone.
Yeah.
Like, ratings are down at the moment. This pay-per-view really didn't have a hook apart from Undertaker 25 years.
And look how that went.
Yeah, exactly. And that had nothing to do with what was happening on the night.
No.
That's just like, he's been here for 25 years.
Yeah, no
and
shit.
we'll advertise it as such. Which, yeah.
I completely agree.
So, yeah, just because of the booking and who was involved in the match, I'm giving it a dumb as fuck out of 5.
I agree, dumb as fuck, purely, for the missed opportunity and who was in the match.
Yeah. And, I can't blame the New Day for walking out.
Yeah, me either.
I almost walked out on watching it, so...
The match itself was the wrestling and it wasn't too bad, but the booking just kind of overshadowed all that bullshit.
And notice how the minute the New Day walked out, no one cared.
Yeah, no one gave a shit.
No one cared. The crowd completely died. So, yep. We'll leave it at that. Dumb as fuck out of 5.
Dumb as fuck.
By far.
Alright, and moving on to the Divas Championship match, we had Charlotte defending against Paige.
Yeah. So what do you even say about this?
It wasn't very great.
Yeah, we'll say that, and we'll say that Paige got like one of the biggest pops of the night.
Yeah, which
and she just insulted Charlotte's dead brother.
Yeah, like, how does that work?
Yeah. So what was the actual point of doing the whole angle with Ric Flair?
Especially
because there was no payoff.
Yeah, they didn't even follow up on it.
Yeah, they didn't even mention it.
No, not a single time.
The minute that they sensed backlash or whatever, no, it's gone.
Yeah.
Like, that never happened. But if anything, it didn't make Charlotte a more sympathetic character. It didn't make Paige hated by anyone.
No.
And if anything, it just brought heat on the company,
exactly.
Not the heel in the match, because the heel in the match was getting cheered more than your face.
It's because people know how everything works these days, so when something like that's said, they understand, okay, it's not the wrestler saying that, it's, the writers.
Yeah, and like, the writers are pathetic at the moment, and just because they couldn't come up with any other way to make this match interesting, that.
Could have thought of a million different ways.
Yeah.
Have Paige attack Ric Flair. Fucking hell, I'm sure he could do it. I'm sure he could take a bump in a figure 4 from Paige.
Yeah.
Do that.
He probably could.
Why didn't they do that? That'll get her heat.
Yeah. And by the way, I'm sick of the fucking PTO thing on the announcement table.
What extra damage is that meant to do?
It's not any more devastating. She's just standing on a table.
Yeah, big whoop.
That is not even related to this match, but whatever. I'm just pointing it out.
Well, it's related to what happened after the match.
Yeah. Well, okay, fair enough then. But still.
It's ridiculous.
So, yeah, this match was an absolute, flop.
Yeah, Charlotte
this feud.
wins.
This feud.
As you'd expect, yeah. This feud makes no sense. They really should have just put Sasha Banks in the main event picture.
Yeah, and it's stupid because on paper, Charlotte versus Paige should be great.
Yeah, it should be amazing. I thought it was going to be the match of the night.
I don't like Charlotte. I don't like her promos, but in ring she's pretty good.
Yeah, she's amazing in the ring, and so is Paige.
Yeah.
For some reason, they just didn't click.
Yeah, and the commentary need to know when to, okay, I understand, it's a quote-unquote personal rivalry, but don't try and put it over as being a really physical match when it's not. We are watching this. We realise what's happening.
Yeah, I agree.
You can't say it's a super physical match when nothing, high impact is really happening at all.
No, not at all.
Yeah, Charlotte won that.
Yep, and yeah, I would give that Scotty Too Hottie out of 5.
I think you're being a bit generous.
Yeah, I think I am being a bit generous with it.
1.5 Billy Gunn out of 5. That's close enough. I think that's a bit too much credit too, to be honest, but anyway. Okay, moving on to the next match. We had Tyler Breeze, accompanied by Summer Rae, taking on the show-off, Dolph Ziggler.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, it was a good match for the time they had, but they should have been given a lot more time.
What the fuck was Dolph wearing?
I have no idea.
Put that out there.
I think he was going for the whole 80s rocker spike look, but it just looked like glitter and sparkles kind of thing.
Yep.
So it didn't work very well, Dolph.
He looked gayer than Tyler Breeze.
Yeah, I know.
Tyler Breeze is a male model and has been called gay ever since he's gotten to the main roster.
So does that make sense?
No, I don't know. But, yeah, the match was okay, considering it went for 6.5 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, good match. I mean, they did the right thing, put Tyler Breeze over.
Yeah, thank fuck.
Yeah, no shit.
Because I had this, real sinking feeling that they were just going to put Ziggler over.
Oh, that would have been devastating.
Because, I mean, the damage has been done with Ziggler.
Yeah, no shit.
He's not getting to the top of the card anytime soon.
Unfortunately.
He's been mid-card for a long time. And, yeah, if you can use him to put over a new NXT talent,
go for it.
Do that every time. Because, yeah, his character's kind of in the shit at the moment.
Which is unfortunate.
It's very unfortunate, because he's one of the most talented people on the roster.
Easily.
But, yeah, I don't really have anything else to say about this match. Tyler Breeze won with the Unprettier.
Yep. Glad to see he's using that move.
Yep, good choice. Well done, Christian, for inventing that. It worked for someone 10 years after you used it. And, yeah, I don't know what you give that.
I'd give it a 3MB out of 5, I'd say.
3MB out of 5, and it was 6 minutes.
Yeah.
See? They should have just taken 2 or 3 minutes off of every other fucking match and put it on this.
No shit, definitely.
Apart from Ambrose Owens.
Yeah.
Because that was great. But, yeah, 3MB out of 5.
Alright, next up we had the Brothers of Destruction in a tag team match against the Wyatt family, which ended up being Bray Wyatt and Luke Harper. Very odd choice, by the way.
Yeah. So initially it was put out in the spoilers from SmackDown that it was going to be Braun Strowman and Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
So, don't know what happened there.
No idea.
We were discussing off camera that it probably had something to do with the fact they didn't want Braun to get pinned so early in his career, and they don't want to get Bray,
pinned again.
Again. Keyword again. Because, yeah, put Bray with Taker or Kane, he's not doing well.
No, not really.
He never did, ever. Yeah, so, that match was really, really disappointing.
Extremely disappointing. I don't even know what to say about it. It was boring.
Undertaker's entrance went for longer than the match.
Yeah, like it honestly did.
I haven't looked into the specifics of it, but the match went for 10 minutes, and I think it probably took Undertaker 10 minutes to get to the ring.
I'd say so.
With all the theatrics of the 25-year anniversary, which was awesome, by the way. The entrance was really cool.
Yeah, it was awesome.
But entrance doesn't make a match.
Nope.
And Kane kind of looked like shit in this, to be honest.
Yeah, definitely.
Which is...
Everyone kind of looked like shit in this, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I can't argue with that. And that's really, really bad.
Yeah, that's sad to say.
Yeah, because, like, I mean, even if this match went for 10 minutes and the Brothers of Destruction absolutely just, like, tore through them the whole time, it would have been better.
Yeah, no shit.
Because then at least you make two people come out of it looking better.
No one.
Yeah, because no one gained anything from this.
No.
Like, apart from, like, the little feel-good moment of the Brothers of Destruction walking out together after the 25-year anniversary of Taker, but...
That was about it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. And the match itself was very boring.
Definitely.
So, what'd you give that?
I'd give that a Scotty 2 Hottie out of 5.
Yeah, I'll probably go Scotty 2 Hottie out of 5 as well. That, yeah, exactly what you said. It's really sad to say. Because, like, this was the whole hook of the pay-per-view, pretty much. Apart from the title tournament, but no one really cared about that.
No, not really.
Yeah. Very disappointing.
Extremely. Alright, and moving on, we had the main event of the night, which was the finals for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship Tournament. We had Roman Reigns taking on Dean Ambrose.
Fucking confrontation of the BFFs.
And I don't know what to say. It was kind of, I don't know, it was strange.
It wasn't a great match.
No, it wasn't terribly great. It kind of just ended out of nowhere.
Yeah, it was a very short match considering it was the final.
Yeah, it only went for about 9 minutes.
Like, I understand that, like, they've both gone through a match, so, like, the final match is probably not going to be a fucking marathon, but...
Yeah.
9 minutes?
Yeah, it should have been about 15, 20.
Yeah, 9 minutes. 9 minutes for your fucking world title. They gave Taker longer.
Yeah, they did.
They gave the fucking 5-on-5 longer.
A lot long, like double the time.
Yeah. Like, what the fuck, guys? Like, come on.
It was ridiculous.
I don't... Yep. Predictably, Roman Reigns went over in this one.
Yep, just kind of hit a spear out of nowhere and got the victory.
Yeah, and there was no heel turn.
No, nothing like that.
Nothing remotely interesting.
No, we had Triple H come out, try and congratulate Roman.
Had the perfect opportunity, the second perfect opportunity, I might add, to turn Roman heel.
And they squandered that too.
Yeah, and fucking do it. And to be honest, like, at that point, I would, if I was Roman Reigns, I'd just be like, I know it's not in the storyline, but fuck it.
Yeah.
Just join the Authority, dude.
No shit.
And then Sheamus would be standing backstage really confused. He wouldn't know what to do.
He'd actually be right next to the ring.
Yeah.
If you think about it.
Yeah, well, true. Yeah. But, yeah, the match was very disappointing, like we were saying, for the two that were involved and the amount of build-up.
Yeah, definitely.
And it was very much booked Ambrose Reigns. So, this was the payoff match.
Yeah, which, I don't know, wasn't a very good payoff match.
Very little payoff. Anyway, so what would you give that match?
I'd give that a 2 MB.
A 2 MB?
What is a 2 MB?
Scotty 2 Hottie.
Yeah, Scotty 2 Hottie is what I meant.
Yeah, I'll probably go like 3 MB. It wasn't terrible, but wasn't not terrible really. I don't know. It was a mid-range match. It served its purpose. But the booking of the match and the whole night in general, fucking shit.
Yep, I agree.
Anyway, and then we moved on to the final image that we all got left with from Survivor Series that I don't think anyone wanted.
I mean, I wanted, but not in the way it happened. Far from the way it happened. I wanted the opposite of the way it happened. In the way of, you know, at least do something interesting. But they didn't even bother trying to do something interesting. They just went with the same old shit that they always do.
No, they repeated SummerSlam 2000.
No, no, that's what I mean. Like,
yeah.
They went with the same old shit they've always done.
Yeah, I mean, I had this like sinking feeling that exactly what I predicted in our predictions video was going to happen.
And it did.
No.
Or somewhat.
Yeah, well, to an extent it happened. But I thought Roman was going to beat Sheamus.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I would have been happier with that. Because, I don't know, Roman's turned me around a little bit on him. Like, I'm not a Roman Reigns fan, but I'm not a Roman Reigns critic.
Yeah, I'd say I'm the same in the way of, like, he puts on good matches, or pay-per-views, sometimes on Raw. I don't know, either he needs to work on his mic skills or they need some different writers for him. He needs to have more freedom with what he says.
Yeah, I think that the reason that they missed such a great opportunity with turning him heel is because how else do you get better on the mic as a babyface?
You don't.
You can't get better at being a babyface if you're just doing generic promos.
They even missed an opportunity to... Even if you're not going to turn him heel, you could have at least turned him into like a silent assassin. Like after Sheamus cashes in and beats him, it's the second time Roman Reigns has been cashed in on. So he's going to be pissed off about it. So wouldn't you think he'd come out on Raw the next night and just start spearing everyone he sees? Doesn't care if you're a heel, doesn't care if you're a face, doesn't care if you're Dean Ambrose, you're getting speared.
Yeah.
Because he's pissed off.
Yeah. And that is exactly what they should do. But what they should do and what they do are very, very seldom the same thing.
Yes, definitely.
Which is very sad.
Extremely sad.
Yeah, but we ended the night with Sheamus winning the WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
Sounded so disappointed saying that.
I am.
I've never heard you sound so disappointed in my life.
I'm so disappointed because, okay, you've booked this guy like shit the whole time since he's had the Money in the Bank briefcase, right? And then you have, like we were discussing in the 5-on-5, you have the perfect opportunity to build him up a little bit and kind of undo a little bit of damage that you've done, but they didn't do that either.
No.
And I just find it very hard to believe Sheamus as the world champion.
You can't.
Because he's been booked as a upper mid-card at best.
Yeah, as much as I like him being the World Heavyweight Champion, I don't agree that he should be there with the way he's been booked.
It'd be like, okay, like, we're fans of, say, like, Kofi Kingston.
Yeah.
But if they put the title on him tomorrow, it wouldn't be right.
No. I wouldn't be happy about that.
Exactly that with Sheamus.
Yeah. Because it's not the payoff that, you know...
Yeah,
that they deserve.
No,
like
exactly.
at least with Rollins, they did book him a bit. Like they booked him not as bad as they booked Sheamus, but at least when he cashed in, he made an impact.
Yeah, exactly, and it was a big moment. But
exactly,
this was just a carbon copy, like we said, of SummerSlam 2013, with Triple H just siding with like the new authority guy.
Yep.
And like Sheamus doesn't fit in the authority. It just doesn't work.
Not.
Like. I don't know what else to say. It just doesn't work.
I guess there's nothing else to say.
There is nothing else to say, and I guess that'll bring us to our overall rating of the night. What are you giving it?
Are we going number rating or letter rating?
Number.
Number.
I've already made my mind up.
I think I'll have to go with the one Billy Gunn out of 5.
Yeah, I'm giving it a dumb as fuck out of 5. The booking was horrible. The booking was absolutely horrible. They've had no bad pay-per-views this year. Streak has ended, guys.
Yeah.
Just putting it out there, like that was
that
horrible.
Ended.
Absolute horrible pay-per-view. So, on that super positive note, that was the whole fucking show, guys. And yeah. So like, share, subscribe. Leave a comment on what you thought of Survivor Series. Don't tell me you like it, because I'll hunt you down and hurt you. And yeah, we'll see you next time for some more one-of-a-kind reviews.
Have a nice day.